Hi guys, good evening. How are you? My name is Dr. Ndego. Yes, I am a pathologist, and I was representing IMLU as when we conducted the post-mortem examination. And we have done the autopsy, and the findings are conclusive almost, because we have found that Caroline lost a lot of blood internally and externally. She was about 5 to 6 months pregnant with a male fetus. Unfortunately, I think somebody mutilated the fetus. It has no one left upper lip. It has no brain because it has been sucked out, and the brain, the skull, the bones are fractured. And there is a lot of blood in the abdominal cavity, and the fetus was actually in the abdominal cavity. It had kind of come out of the uterus because the uterus had been perforated at the back, a very big gaping hole, and this led to bleeding. Therefore, what we are seeing is that somebody, somewhere, somehow, attempted to either dismember the fetus and then remove some parts, because the upper lip, the whole of it is not there. Some parts of the bones of the skull are not there, and there is quite a lot of blood there, and she's very pale. Otherwise, we also find some needle puncture marks on the right cubital fossa, meaning that there was some medical intervention somewhere. And I don't know. We have taken some test specimens. We see what kind of medicine that maybe was injected, or this or that. Therefore, the cause of death to the late Caroline is bleeding or hemorrhage or exsanguination due to a ruptured uterus, and this is from some surgical interference, which was not successful because the fetus is still mutilated. And the question I think someone was asking is, how did it happen? I don't know. This is where we need the police officers and the other investigators to go and now find out what we call the circumstantial evidence to see how it was done. Was it done with her intentions or without her intentions? Was it done when she was maybe conscious or unconscious? Okay? So we have taken some specimens to maybe just rule out other chemical poisoning or anything, but the cause of death is clear, is bleeding due to that ruptured uterus.
Are there any other physical?
No other physical injuries. Apart from the needle puncture marks, no other injuries anywhere.
Is there anything to show there was force, maybe on her hands? Was she trying to do?
I said no. No sign of what you call struggle. No sign of defensive injuries. Therefore, your guess is good as mine.
How soon can we know?
It is a conclusive report. The toxicology is just a question of maybe by the me to just rule out or confirm something. But the conclusion of the report is conclusive.
Okay. Your other name,
Peter Ndego, yes.
Okay, let me ask, what about the wound?
So in a wound. I need to it's only a surgical incision which was done at the state mortuary for embalming. No other injury I've seen. Or rather we have seen, we were so many of us, so it's not only me. And the body of Caroline has told us what happened.
Are there any other questions?
Why did it take so long? Did you have disagreements?
No. The problem, well, you guys, you're impatient, but the dead are not impatient. They are very patient. What we did is that when the body was admitted there, you remember you identified the body the other day. And then you see there is kind of like, what do you call this union, this action of the City Council workers. The mortuary is now not working at all. There are no workers. They are in the streets. So there is no way we can do anything there without mutations. And there are no mutations. I don't know whether you have been there. This body, I don't know who even got it from there. Mostly the police got it out. Because there are no workers. And there is no hurry in these things. Because what we are saying is, everybody should be represented. In fact, I was not happy that they alleged. There is someone who is in because he's the doctor who did something. There is a clinic owner. Those people ideally should be represented in the autopsy. And they should be given enough time for them to nominate as a representative in the form of a pathologist. So to me, there was no hurry. And you remember Dr. Dul was not around. What was the hurry for? and the body is preserved. And when it is preserved, most likely there is no other issue of decomposition, and the cause of death will remain. One thing I've learned about the dead is that the dead are patient, unlike the living who are very impatient.
For clarity's sake, you said the fetus was 5 to 6 weeks?
Yes, 5 to 6 weeks, yes. Months, not weeks. Months, yes.
The fetus.
The fetus, yes.
Fetus.
You can even tell the gender is a male fetus. That's quite advanced.
Okay. Are there any other? Let's take one more question, then I'll invite the another statement.
Was it like abnormal?
Not like it's an abortion. The fetus is dismembered. You know?
So it's like maybe like total.
Sorry? Yeah, it's surgical.
Okay. So can I suggest that there may be some additional questions from friends and community of Karo, that maybe we can take them behind here and allow the other statement to be read now, so that it doesn't get confused with the media
Are you okay?
interview.
You guys, you okay?
Any questions for the doctor specifically from the media?